Peekaboos! Today we will be taking a look at March's Loot Anime, which was graciously provided by Loot Anime themselves. This month's theme is Duel, and it is coming a little bit late, but that's okay. But before we dive into this crate, I want to talk about April's theme, which is music, and that's awesome. For those who are unfamiliar with Loot Anime's service, after each box, they do send out a survey to their customers asking them how they like their boxes and what they would like to see in future boxes. And for a few months now, I have been asking for a music themed box, so I'm pretty excited about next month's theme. April's box will have items from Hatsune Miku, who you all know I love, Show by Rock, Your Lion April. I see what you did there. Very clever, Loot Anime. Very clever. And more. So if you are interested in the music crate, then check out the link in the description and enter the code Bloosica for 10% off your order, all before April 27th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is coming up really quickly. So we're gonna go right ahead and do our first peek. And you can already see the t-shirt, and it looks like we have a hat this month. So here is what the tee looks like. The t-shirt this month is from Ultraman, where we can see Ultraman battling a giant monster throughout the city, which is pretty common in Japanese media. So it's pretty fitting for a Duel t-shirt, but it's pretty big, so I think I will give it to Dan. I think he would look better in it anyways. So then we have our hat, which needs to be adjusted for my head. Just give me a second. So the hat is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I haven't seen, but I know it is pretty popular. It's getting a lot of praise. And then underneath, it has a pretty cool design, which I know is like all the rage now, I guess. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I a hat person? I'm not quite sure. And to keep that clothing theme going, we have a pair of Yu-Gi-Oh socks. So let's take these out. So here is pretty much what they look like. They are just a pair of yellow and black socks, and it does say Yu-Gi-Oh right here down by the feet. I wish like Yu-Gi was on them though. But that's okay because they're still really cute and they're like really soft. I love getting geeky socks because then I can hide them under like my business attire and still be a geek on the inside. And it's still appropriate for work because nobody can see them. But I know they're there. I know they're there. And of course we can't forget about their phone charm. And I've been really loving these. I think they're just really cool little items that are customized that you get in each box. And I don't really hang them off my phone anymore because I've just been getting too many, but they are really fun to collect, and this one just has a bunch of fists ready to go in like a 2D fighting type game. So next up we have Super Fight, the Anime Deck 2, which is some sort of card game that I'm not familiar with. So let's actually check out what this game is all about and take a look at some of these cards. So the cards are basically just a bunch of blank colors with the word Super Fight on one side, and then on the other side you have a bunch of anime characters. Like this first one here says Mewtwo, and what you're supposed to do is you have a couple of people and they pick up a certain number of cards, and each side has to debate why their team would win, and then at the end the whole table votes on who would win. But I could totally see you bringing these to an anime convention. I think it'd be really fun to do late night, so I might have to bring these to my next con and see if I can get a bunch of random people to join in. So the last item I see in the box besides the poster, which of course I'll show you at the end, is something from Wright, and I have no idea what it is. I just know that it's a Loot Crate exclusive. So let's open it up and find out. I don't think there's any tape. It just wants to be difficult. It's like a little mini briefcase. Oh my gosh, that is super cute. That's really freaking adorable. It has some really nice details. Look, it even looks like there's little punch codes for your lock. And then you just push these out and they pop up and it opens up just like a real briefcase. So it looks like it's actually a credit card case, that you can just carry around in your bag or your pocket if you have big man-sized pockets, unlike girls who have like little to non-existent pockets. Like, why is that? Why don't we have pockets? So that's a really cool item. Nothing I would ever expect to see, and it's definitely something you're not going to get anywhere else because it's a Loot Crate exclusive, as well as I think, of course, like the t-shirt is, and I think most of this box is pretty much a Loot Crate exclusive. But as I said, there is a poster that comes in the box, and they are always included with unique art that you can't get anywhere else, and this one is illustrated by Stephanie Kai. And then of course on the other side is the description on all of the products in case you are new to some of the series or you just can't quite figure something out. They have it all written down right here for you. So that was the Duel crate. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good crate. I can see items that Dan will use and items that I will use and find fun. I like the card game. I thought that was a neat idea. And then the little Phoenix Wright briefcase is just so cute. So again, if you are interested in the music crate, then go and sign up for that as soon as possible because you have less than a day at this point to get your hands on it. And don't forget to use the code Bloosica so you can get the 10% off. But as always, I want to know what your guys' thought was on the box. So let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Peekabloos!